Hello, Virgos. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading, Virgos. All right, Virgos. The moon is in Pisces, and that is the last sign in the zodiac wheel. They rule 12th house. 12th house is all about spirituality, addictions, psychic abilities, healing, solitude, endings, world service, secrets. That is your polarity sign, right? You all rule 6th house, right? 6th house is about health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices, all those wonderful things. Set an intention. New and exciting love awaits for you. Nice. All right, Virgos. Talking to you where Virgo is in your birth chart. Find out what your zodiac sign is in your 6th house for my cross watchers. And for my Virgos, just in case Virgo is not your zodiac sign in your 6th house. Let's get it. All right, Virgos. Sending everybody lots of love and light wherever you are. Let's go, Virgos. Let's see what's going on here. See what's going on. All right. Everybody's full moon video will be going up over on the Patreon side if you're over here and over there. So thank you for joining me here and over there. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. We have some new videos on the Knowledge channel, over on the Knowledge channel, and some more will be going up very, very soon. So, and we're doing donation videos until the end of the year. Current situation is this right here. So someone is a homebody. Somebody's talking about spending some more time at home, possibly working from home, working out from home, more fitness from home, just spending more time in the house. Somebody's talking about spending a little bit more time in the house. You know, depending on where you are, maybe because of the weather changes. I don't know what climate it is where people are. Some people live in warmer climates, some people live in colder climates. But somebody's talking about spending a little bit more time in the house, doing a little bit more nurturing yourselves, which is good, right? Your symbol is a hermit anyway, so maybe spending a little bit more time pampering yourselves, like pouring into yourself. This is Cancer symbol, so just kind of investing more in yourself. Maybe your fitness, somebody may be getting a pet, maybe volunteering a little bit more, focusing on your diet, your mental and physical health, spending a little bit more time analyzing work, you know, just doing a little bit more things around the house, just doing things that just really nurture you, right? Pouring more into yourself because you got new and exciting love coming in. So new and exciting love could be person, place, or thing. So just more investment in yourself. What's a challenge for you? Communication, right? So a challenge could be just kind of sort of how you analyze how people compute. Like maybe, you know, because you and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, right? So Geminis, they're the lover's card, right? So that's the duality. So they are real quick at like sending, receiving messages. Their energy is sender energy, right? But they're also good at sending and receiving real fast, right? Mutable. Both of y'all are mutable signs, and y'all both are ruled by the same planet, but Mercury rules you all differently. So you can go look that up and see how Mercury rules you differently than how it rules Gemini, right? And so you don't want to sit on how you receive and overthink it, like over process. You're a receiver by default, and you're a perfectionist. So some things you don't want to overthink. You really don't want to overthink. You got new and exciting love coming in. You don't want to, you know, what Beyonce say in her song? What's that line she said in her song? Like, something about perfectionism. What she said was blah or something she said in her line. I got to look it up. But y'all know, y'all get the point what she's saying, right? Because it's the truth. There's no such thing as a perfect human being. It really is no such thing as a perfect human being. So, even when you're vetted, when you're working for organizations, I mean, sometimes it's who you know. It's not necessarily what you know. It depends on who's interviewing you for a job. It depends on it depends on a whole lot of things. People are still evolving and growing. So this new and exciting love, let's say if it's a person, um, or if let's say you're getting a new pet, if that's something, and you say, okay, 5 years ago your favorite dog could have been German Shepherd. Today your favorite dog could be a little house dog. It could be like a little tiny poodle, because maybe that's the upkeep is, is not as, maybe you like the long haired dog when you was little because your parents took care of it, right? They helped you take care of it when you was little. And now that you're an adult, you're like, okay, I don't want all that hair all around the house. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna get a short haired dog, something easy to take care of. I can put it in a little I could take it everywhere I go. Preference may be different now, right? Or maybe you're a cat person now, right? Maybe when you were younger, you like this type person. Now you're older, you like whoever, right? So somebody is not overthinking stuff anymore, not overanalyzing things like you used to maybe. So again, something is new and exciting. Your horizons have broadened. Right. Somebody is not as nitpicky about everything, where a person feels like, oh my God, I can't ever get anything right. So that's not what somebody wants people to feel like when they're around you. Like, okay, they can't do anything, where somebody just feels like every little thing that they do is just not good enough. Right. You don't want to feel like that, and you don't want somebody else to feel like that either, where they're just a basket of nerves around you, and you don't want to feel like that. Right. You want to be helpful, but you also want to be respectful. So remember, we just had 2 planets to go station direct. Saturn went station direct, so you want to respect other people's boundaries. Saturn is a boundary planet. And then Mercury, obviously, is your ruling planet. Yours and Gemini's ruling planet. It's communication. So Gemini rules 3rd house. You rule 6th house. So you want to listen to what people are saying, and sometimes repeating back what they say. That's what I'm saying for you. Repeating back. I understand this is what you like. Okay, I just want to make sure I understand, right? Instead of assuming that you heard what they say. So if a person says, I don't like flowers, because somebody has new and exciting love coming in. So let's say the love is a person, and a person say they don't like flowers, okay? Even if you're a person that likes flowers, and a person say they don't like flowers, and you go buy them flowers, and they like, I don't like flowers, and you go buy them flowers, it's going to seem like to you that they're unappreciative. But it could be a reason why they don't like flowers. They could be allergic to flowers. That could be one. I'm saying that because of this right here on the cards, right? So this is the Magician card, right? So again, somebody is just learning how just to kind of sort of repeat back to people that's a form of communication, just to repeat back to people what they said to you, just to make sure you're understanding what they said. Just to gain clarity. Not that you don't understand, but just to gain clarity. What about the distant past? What about the distant past? Yeah. Somebody is incredibly smart, and you're fair-minded, and people know how smart you are, maybe by what you have on paper. Maybe you have many degrees on paper. And so it's not questioning your ability. That's not questioning your intellect, right? And that whether you're a logical thinker or not, right? But it's also being respectful of other people, that they're smart. They may not have the same book knowledge that you have. They may not have the same level of degrees that you have or not have. But you're also respectful that they have knowledge as well, because you have new and exciting love coming in, and you're respectful of them too. So it doesn't come across as arrogant. Like, okay, this person, yeah, you got more on your wall, but why are you in a relationship with a person if you're going to be condescending? Well, I know what I'm talking about, because I got the paper on the wall. You don't. You know how this sounds to a person to who you say you know you love this person, but okay, they not smart enough. Okay, goodbye. Then that would sound like it's cold. They would sound like they're cold. And cause speaking of a cold moon coming up, that would sound like it's ice cold. Speaking of water, and that's a form of water, right? Ice. It would sound like they ice cold. Because they would be on some me, myself, and I. That's the energy they would be on. Like they good. Me, myself, and I energy. Real fast with the quickness. And that would be sending you a message as well. So somebody does have new and exciting love awaiting. So you have a lot in common with this energy coming in. A lot in common. And y'all have a lot to talk about. The recent past. Somebody has a Cancer moon. When someone's back is against the wall, somebody's a prayer warrior. Somebody knows how to contain themselves through prayer. They know how to tap in. This is what you and somebody have in common. Y'all know how to tap in through prayer. What's your strength? What is your strength? Yeah, clarity, right? You'll ask why. This is a strength when you ask why. When somebody has poured out, when you have poured out and somebody say that they need to pray about something, right? That's when a person is going to a higher place. They need to pray about it. That's a great question to ask why. Because you're asking for clarity right there. You're trying to make a connection. You're trying to make the connection, right? You're asking why. That's always a good question to ask why. So you're basically asking, if you're asking why, you're asking if a person is going outside of themselves or are they going within for answers. Are they tapped out or are they going within for answers? So you're seeing what you have in common. So that's a great question to ask a person. Are they going within for answers or are they going outside for answers? All right. So again, this speaks to your new and exciting love. So if the person is a new and exciting love, again, it's a person, place, or thing, right? So we're speaking to if it's a person, right? So if they're going outside of themselves, they could be going to a group of people, right? If they're going within, they're going to be myself and I. They're going to source within. They're seeking answers within. So they're really analyzing, they're going within. They analyzing maybe a conversation between what you all talked about. Whoever you and your person, y'all talked about. They drawing from maybe what you all discussed. Or maybe what they know. Going on memory or something. Let me see what else. Let's see. For clarity, or they may be asking you questions, going back through their memory. This Ace of. Somebody is asking a question around relationships. Somebody asking questions around relationships, like around marriage, around business, contracts, inner desires, enemies, like open enemies, that kind of questions. So somebody's asking questions around this. So this energy wants to talk to you about, like asking you a lot of questions around this. Because it looks like you have a lot of resources. You've been down a rabbit hole. Like you've come back to your throne. You have a lot of resources. Like you have a lot of answers. You know a lot. You've seen a lot. You've been around. You've seen a lot. And somebody has questions for you. Poured out a lot. And so somebody wants to ask you. And you have a lot of inner strength. Yeah, you have a lot of inner strength. I feel like some people want to ask you because there's been some lies possibly said about you behind your back. Possibly a Leo may have said some things about you behind your back, Virgo. And people want to know, like, when your back is against the wall, like, how do you get your answers? Like, how do you go within? What are you drawing from? Like, do you draw from books? Do you draw, there's a lot of things. Y'all, I've seen books on my table. Are you going on social media? Are you looking, like, what? It's a variety of things because we're talking about water here, right? Where are you getting information from? Where do you get clarity from? Like, who are you working with? Who do you get your advice from? Who are you getting this knowledge from? It's like a Leo's sun is ready to pounce on something. Because these energies are linking up. Attacking, like ready to pounce on health issues, work. They're analyzing everything. Health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, your diet, spiritual practices, everything, like ready to pounce on. Somebody has gone down this rabbit hole and, want to ask all of these questions about something. Like, you got all of this knowledge and wisdom and kind of want to put your back against the wall and ask all of these questions just to gain some kind of clarity and want to start at, making all of these connections. How are you making all of these connections? How do you know this? All right. External and environmental influences. You have this whole new lease on life, right? So a message to a young person. A young person has sort of been bullied by this person. This earth sign has been bullied by this person, basically telling them they need to grow up. Somebody has been nitpicking this young person, basically telling them they need to grow up. I feel like I'm talking about two different Virgos here, actually. Like I'm talking about two different Virgos. Hopes and fears is that somebody could talk to a Capricorn. Somebody could link up with a Capricorn. And with some kind of renewal. And balance some things out with possibly a Capricorn. With like higher education, philosophy, law, you know, those kind of things, outcome, and put an end to some things, because a lot of sacrifices have been made, you know, put an end to some things. So I feel like I'm talking about two different Virgos. All right, let's close it out. Be patient. The answers you seek are coming. The dispenser of justice is with you. Your ancestors are proud of you. You're a star. You have the gift of clairsentience. Again, talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. The new one is extra special. Yeah. You won't be returning somebody's call. Back straight, walk away. The curse is now broken. Somebody feel that's stealing your identity. Adjust your crown. Somebody has a copycat spirit. Somebody recorded a conversation. That's what this is. Somebody recorded a conversation. Yeah, somebody recorded a conversation because they wanted to be able to analyze every little thing, with somebody, so they could be able to push somebody's back against the wall here. That's what this is. So I feel like I'm talking about two different Virgos. So somebody talked to somebody, but they wanted to be able to analyze the conversation, right? But the outcome is that somebody realized somebody made a lot of sacrifices, but make room for a new blessing. Somebody's not happy without you. Make a list of pros and cons. Open your vault door. Vault door is the next phase of your life, right? So new and exciting love awaits for someone. Again, new and exciting love could be person, place, or thing, okay? That's what it is. It could be person, place, or thing. Once you realize that, you know, you could be team your zodiac sign, but obviously all of your zodiac sign are not the same. Everybody is not the same, right? Everybody is not the same. And again, for my cross watchers, find out what your zodiac sign is in your 6th house. Virgo's rule 6th house. Somebody recorded a conversation. They wanted to link up with someone for their own personal gain. So let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. So let's say one Virgo hired another Virgo to hire somebody for something, right? Hire 2 people for something, 2 different things, right? Let's say you hired another Virgo because you know how meticulous Virgos are. Let's say you're an employer as a Virgo. You hire another Virgo to do something because you're like, okay, I know how meticulous we are. We're not gonna miss anything, right? Or wherever your sign can be anything, right? But somebody who knows how meticulous Virgos are. Let's say you're in HR. And you say, okay, I have an HR representative that's a Virgo too, and I know how meticulous we are. But that other Virgo has ulterior motives. They record something, but they want to keep something because they want to link up with somebody themselves. They got their own motives for linking up with somebody themselves. Another Virgo is about to be cut because of their motives. They were hired to do something else, but they're about to be cut because their motives weren't in the right place. That's what you're seeing this lust here, right? That's not what you were hired to do. You were hired to do something else, but your lust has taken over for some reason, right? You got somebody sacrificed because you're looking at something else. What you doing? Outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachment. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I'm open to receive, right? So that could mean a whole lot of different things, right? So let's say, for instance, you are the Virgo. Let's say you were supposed to be hired for something, wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. It could be sun, moon, rising, whatever. And another Virgo was supposed to be hiring you for something, right? But they had ulterior motives for something else. They for whatever reason. That Virgo got cut. And you're being hired for something. Because their motives was off. Their motives were off. And now they're asking why. That's why you got something new in the place. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you all on the next video. Bye.